Apple cuts App Store fees in half for the majority of its developers. The FAA says the Boeing 737 MAX can fly again. And Apple gets another $1 million slap on the wrist for Batterygate. This is your Daily Tech Briefing, the morning edition. It's Thursday, November 19th. From Engadget, I'm Bureau Chief Matt Smith, and my PlayStation 5 just arrived. Apple has agreed to settle the multi-state Batterygate lawsuit filed against it for $113 million. A total of 34 states, as well as the District of Columbia, participated in the suit, which alleged that the company had throttled down the performance of legacy iPhone models as their battery's health declined. Now, this is on top of a similar fine from March to the tune of $500 million, as well as a $25 million fine paid to French regulators over the incident 1 month prior. More Apple. This time, it's announced that it will cut the amount of commission it charges app developers as part of a new small business program. Devs earning less than $1 million a year will now pay 15% on all transactions, half the current rate of 30%. Apple says the program, which begins January 1st next year, will apply to app sales and in-app purchases and benefits the vast majority of developers on the platform. Bigger businesses making more than $1 million a year will see no change to their business, with the 30% rate remaining in place. The change is likely in response to developers' very public complaints that the 30% cut is unfair. Fortnite developers Epic Games, for instance, intentionally broke the App Store rules on in-app purchases in protest at the current regime. In response, Apple banned Epic and Fortnite from its App Store. It's still yet to return. Boeing's 737 MAX is one big step closer to returning to American skies after being grounded for over a year and a half. The FAA has issued an order effectively clearing the 737 MAX's return to service once airlines follow key procedures. Officials determined in October 2019 that the two fatal 737 MAX crashes were the result of a flawed anti-stall system and a lack of adequate training to override it. It'll still take a long time before the 737 MAX is carrying passengers. The updates, training and tests could take months to complete in some cases, and that's provided airlines start the process right away. Southwest, the largest adopter of Boeing's jet, isn't poised to resume flights until spring 2021. Airlines will have to install Boeing's updated software, use updated manuals and procedures, rework horizontal stabilizer trim wiring, you know how to do that, right? Conduct a sensor test and perform a test flight before each plane can fly again. And that is your Thursday morning tech briefing. Catch up on all the full stories, reviews, and more at Engadget.com. And if you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our tech briefings wherever you get your podcasts. Please leave us a review and send us your feedback to tma@Engadget.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you Friday, if I'm not distracted by that new PlayStation.
Thank you, Matt, for keeping tabs on our daily news. If you want a longer discussion about some big weekly topics, check out the Engadget podcast with me, Senior Editor Devendra Hardawar, and our reviews editor, Sherlyn Lowe.
Yeah, you can get us on basically anything that gets podcasts, including Spotify. Just search for the Engadget podcast.
Can't get enough of listening to daily podcasts or audiobooks? Then it's time to check out Audible, where you can find what you want all in one place. Our selection offers a broad range of titles and genres on topics you love most. Do you crave news and sports analysis? Tech news? A good, inspiring story? We've got it all. You can even browse through our Audible originals and listen to exclusive content like Game Breaker with Keith Olbermann. The new Audible is your playlist for life. Try it free for 30 days. Visit audible.com.